Hey guys, EC Network here, coming at you with another video. So around, I want to say a week ago, Cartoon Network announced that they greenlit a new original series called Unicorn Warriors Eternal. And I was like, okay, cool. It's a new Cartoon Network original series. I wasn't planning on covering it because I'm like, you know what? Like, Cartoon Network hasn't exactly been knocking these out of the park lately. They haven't been all that great. But then I saw who's making it. This show is being made by Genndy Tartakovsky, who I'm assuming all of you watching this channel know made Samurai Jack, Dexter's Laboratory, Sym-Bionic Titan, the original Star Wars Clone Wars, and most recently Primal, which is currently airing on Adult Swim. And this show has been greenlit not only for Cartoon Network, but also for HBO Max. It's actually a joint show that is going to be on the streaming service and on the actual cable channel, which is something that I want to say real quick is actually interesting take on the whole streaming versus cable thing, because we've seen HBO Max be, they've been taking shows away from Cartoon Network. And instead of doing that, and this time they're going to share it, which I think, you know what? That's fine, because that way you're reaching all audiences. If someone wants to stay on cable, you're reaching them. If someone just is like, hey, I'm pulling the plug on cable, I want to go all streaming, then you're reaching them as well. You're not taking it away from anybody, which I think is really, really good to see. And maybe this is Tom Asheen his first real mark on Cartoon Network. Maybe this is what he's going to do. Maybe he's going to have stuff on both networks, Cartoon Network and also the streaming service HBO Max. So like I said, you reach a wider audience that way. But anyways, back to the show itself. I've been showing this little artwork that we have to see for it so far, and it definitely looks like something that might be a little dark. It looks like something that is going to be different from the typical shows we've been getting from Cartoon Network lately. Those typical comedy-oriented shows that all look the same. I think this is actually going to be something different. And I will be 100% checking it out day one just because Genndy is working on it. I honestly think Genndy, for me at least, I think he's definitely my favorite animator, creator and whatnot, because he's created, everything he's worked on has been a success, with the fans. It's been something good is what I'm trying to say. He hasn't made one project that's like, oh man, that was really just awful. Let's forget about that. Every idea he's had has been solid. So that's why I'm going to definitely be checking this out. And like I said before, it definitely has a darker looking feel to it. It definitely looks like something different to Cartoon Network. And hopefully this is something that Tom Asheen brings as the president, the head of all Warner Media's animation and all that. I hope that he brings more of this to Cartoon Network. It brings more unique looking shows, because this is what we had back in the day. Back in the day, in the prime of Cartoon Network, back then, if you're looking at that, they had Ed and Eddie, Ben 10, they had Foster Home for Imaginary Friends, they had Courage the Cowardly Dog at one point, Dexter's Laboratory. They had all these different shows that if you put them all together in a mixed bag and you looked at them all, each one had something different that it was offering. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is completely different from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. They're not all comedies, they're not all looking the same, they all have their own unique feel to it. And that's something I'm hoping that Tom Asheen is going to bring to the table with Warner Media and Cartoon Network. And I think this is a great first step. And let's see what else comes in the future. I'm really looking forward to seeing, though, honestly, what Tom has to offer going forward with content that he's going to greenlit for the network. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Genndy's new show. And one more thing I will add, because I know this video is running on a little bit, but one thing I will add, he's coming back to Cartoon Network again. He worked with, Genndy, worked on Samurai Jack Season 5 with Adult Swim, then he made Primal, then now he is doing this. So I would definitely expect to see more Genndy around Cartoon Network and Adult Swim in the future. I would definitely expect to see more of him. Show that I know everybody has in the back of their minds is Sym-Bionic Titan. Will that return? I think one day it probably will. I honestly do. And I have a whole video on that. If you want to hear about that stuff, I'll leave a card above, or you could just check the channel for that. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below if you guys are excited for Genndy's new show, Unicorn Warriors Eternal. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.